So far away. So, welcome everybody. Just try and relax in the sound of the sacred mantras we'll be meditating on tonight. And I'll just start with a short prayer of respects to my spiritual teacher, and then, which is not on the card, but we'll move into some of the other mantras on the card after that. So, all right. So I hope you're feeling comfortable and more relaxed as we progress throughout the night. If things crop up in your mind, just try and learn to be a silent witness to all of that temporary mind stuff and just let it pass by, let it be in the background, and just bring your attention back to the mantras, and the meditation will be a lot easier that way. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Siddha Swarupananda Paramahamsa Iti Namine. Aja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadai Gaur Bhaktivinoda Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadai Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Gopala Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Radhe, 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 Govinda. Radhe, 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 Govinda. Radhe, 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 Govinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, so namaste. Thank you so much for tuning in and being present. So we've got Amir to take us through a guided meditation for the next 15 minutes. So welcome, Amir.
Haribol everyone, welcome. So we're going to have some guided meditation now to close our eyes and have a little bit of relaxation journey. So I just get my backtrack going. So please sit in a very comfy position for me, very relaxed, shoulders back, heads upright, and gently close your eyes, please. So in this practice, we start with becoming aware of our breathing. Breath is a wonderful gift. As long as the person is alive, whenever you face it, the breath is going to be there. Focusing on the breath as a premeditation technique allows us to avoid the mind to go back and forth, to go to the future or to the past, or to go to different places. Mind is like a monkey, very naughty. It goes from this branch of the tree to that branch of the tree, from this tree to that tree. And we find ourselves helpless in controlling our mind. But in reality, we want our mind to be attending the present moment, don't we? So focusing on the breath allows us to concentrate our attention from thousands of different things onto one thing, which is our breathing. And then down the track, we add the transcendental yoga sound to our practice. So we can actually experience union with our spiritual source and truly start to having our mind conquered. We tend to inhale through our nose because the nose filters the air and because there is a subtle energy chakra at the back of our nasal cavity, and by inhaling through the nostrils we can absorb the subtle energy in air called chi or prana through this chakra. So let's together take a deep breath in through our nose and out. You can make a sound on the exhale so you become aware of the flow of the air. We do that one more time. Deep breath in and out. The inward breath is refreshing and outward breath is relaxing. We are now going to add the yoga sound, the beautiful yoga sound Goranga to our practice, allowing our mind to truly rest in transcendence and actually being aloof from all the worries and overthinkings and any negative emotions and stuff, and to take shelter in the beautiful Gauranga sound. Gauranga has 4 syllables. Go, Ra, Anga. So in the next few minutes we are going to actually join the guys in the background, inhaling and on the exhale to say the mantra Gauranga audibly so we can hear, and maybe the person next to us can hear as well, audibly loud. So let's listen to the guys in the background one more time and then we will join them. Just carefully listen. And now we're going to join. Let's take a deep breath in. Let's do 2 more. Keep your eyes closed and without repeating the mantra, let it resonate in your mind for a few seconds. And now we are going to immerse our mind into Gauranga mantra in a practice called attentive listening meditation. So keep your eyes closed and without repeating the mantra, just try to immerse in the beautiful Gauranga vibration. Pay your whole attention to it and welcome it nicely through your ears into your mind and your heart, and let it do the magic and to purify your heart and your mind. If you find your mind wanders, just become aware of that. Don't fight with it. Consciously bring your mind back to the mantra. Gokula. So let's now bring your focus back to the room, to where you are sitting and people around you. And if you like, you can now gently open your eyes and probably putting your palm together, creating some nice warmth and massaging your face. All right, guys, thank you so much. If you would like to learn more, we have an online meditation class on Sunday, 23rd of October, 2:30 to 4 p.m., and that's in Zoom. So if you would like to register, please go to our Facebook page, click on events, and register for this free event. I would like to invite our dear friend Jiva Krishnadas to come and give us a talk on spirituality. Haribol.
Everybody, so we'll just have a little chant, a bit more chanting before we do our talk today. Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana Mohana. Mohan Govinda Gopala Govinda Rama Jana Mohana Govinda Gopala Govinda Rama Jana Mohana Govinda Gopala Govinda Rama Jana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Dana Mohana Govinda Gopala Govinda Rama Dana Mohana Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Okay, so this is our usual practice. We going to speak for a little bit about yoga and meditation until we have our dinner break at 6. So tonight I was going to see if anybody's got any questions they wanted to ask. We don't often sometimes, different people have questions about this practice and what it is and what it's for, and so what this chanting is really all about. So we'll give everybody not a minute, but a few moments to think about it. If there's something that you would like to ask. Quite often it's different questions. It's not just for yourself, really. It's for the benefit of other people as well. Different people can. Sometimes, I guess, people feel a little bit, shy. Don't want to ask anything. So I'm just going to be very patient here. And okay, there's a hand. Good.
I do have a question.
Sorry?
I do have a question.
Okay.
I know I have heard about this, but
Yep.
I missed I think it was 30th of August, the Zoom
Oh, I see.
one. There was one, but it was my son's birthday, so for some
Was
reason I couldn't.
a meditation introduction class? Was it?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
and another thing is that I come from the other side of town, so you only have the one here. You're not over the other.
No, not at the moment. But Amir, who was just doing the previous meditation,
Yeah.
he does a Zoom meditation class online.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah,
To go
so
to Facebook and
yeah, you could talk to him about that after if you like. I'll ask him. Would that be okay? Are you happy to do the Zoom, or that's all?
In the dinner break, I can explain you how to register.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. So in the meantime, I can give you the short answer. You'll get two answers. You can have one from Amir at dinner, and I'll give one now. So the reason we can say like that, there's a lot of different ways to explain this practice, what it is and what it's for, and so on. Oftentimes, in our program here, sometimes we don't even give that much of an explanation because the experience is so self-contained in a sense. You don't need any instruction either. Sometimes people, because when we're having this Kirtan meditation, people just walk into the room and it's already going on. And even if you don't do anything at all other than be there, like some of us are singing, yeah? Some of us are singing the mantras, and some are singing loud, some are singing soft, some are just listening. This is all meditation. It's not right or wrong. The main point of is to actually be hearing. You're hearing the sound. That's why we say these mantras out loud, so you can actually hear the sound. The sound, we say there's different stages of it. The sound enters into our ears and it goes to our mind. We assess it in our mind, so to speak, a lot of people. Isn't that right? That's what we do. We start thinking, oh, I'm hearing this sound, then what? Then, oh, what is this? The mind starts assessing it. What is this good? Is it not good? What am I doing? And so on and so forth. So this is going on. And then maybe if someone's a little bit more relaxed and you can just not worry about the mind, or if the mind is not throwing up barriers, so to speak, you can just more relax with the sound and just experience more deeply. So there's different things going on for different people. So our hope, of course, is that people will not let their mind, at least for this 15 or a couple of hours that we have this program tonight, try as much as possible just to not let your mind interfere with this meditation. Have an experiment, so to speak. Because if your mind is just continually, thinking and so on about it and trying to figure it out, and then experience will still be there, but it won't be as great. It's kind of like, you know, you can use the example of, you know, when you bathe, like sometimes chanting is compared to bathing in the shower or bathing in the ocean. We immerse ourselves in the sound. We don't immerse it. Like when you bathe, you immerse yourself in water. We're immersing ourselves in the sound. And just like water has a purifying effect on the physical level, this sound vibration has a purifying effect on the more subtle levels. Is that making sense so far? Yeah. So like I said, there's so many different ways to explain what meditation. I'm just touching on a few of them, and you know, if you come in the weeks to come, if you come more often, you'll hear different explanations. Same thing, but just being, you know, explained in a different way. So, you know, that's what our hope is. You know, like this, we create a nice, you know, try and make a nice, peaceful atmosphere here so people can just relax, have a comfortable seat. You don't need to worry about, you know, sitting all up straight and being uncomfortable. No, get comfortable, relax. Some people even lie down while this is going on. If you really need to, you can find a spot and out of the way a little bit probably for lying down. But, you know, we can do that. And just one way or another, just try and let the sound immerse yourself. Let the sound just wash over enter into your ears. Let it wash over your mind, and let it, you know, really try and absorb it as deeply as you can into your very heart. And if you do that, you'll find there'll be, you know, you'll have a nice experience. I was with some people last night, and we were, you know, chanting with a few people. And, you know, one person came up to me afterwards and said, wow, you know, I really got, I think he said something like, I got taken to a different place. You know, experienced something different, very not normal, not a normal experience. And the reason for that is these mantras that we're focusing on, these you know, again, you know, we can call them mantras explain the mantras in many different ways too. It's called yoga sound. We sometimes call it yoga sound, transcendental sound, or sacred sound, or the names of God, the names of the Supreme. The point is spiritual sound. That's why there's a nice effect from it. So again, you don't really have to take my word for it. You can just have a little experiment and see, you know, really you know, like I'm saying, open your mind, you know, to open it up. You know, don't let your mind be like an umbrella, you know, that's going to stop the water from showering you, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So try and have an open and see what happens. If you have a bad experience, okay, then, but I'm pretty sure you won't. So you were going to say something?
I have done meditation for a number of years, but it's mainly guided. I was telling Shannon,
yes,
only guided meditation. I haven't had experience with what I had today.
Yeah.
It's the first time.
Okay, sure. Yeah, well, I'm not sure the details, but yeah, there's many different kinds of meditation too. This meditation, just to, you know, put it, you know, in previous yoga history and yoga tradition, they often give different examples or, you know, metaphors, analogies to try to explain why this is. And like before, Amir was doing a type of guided meditation. But with what we're doing here, it's not so much. Once the guiding is just more or less explaining a little bit about what we're doing. But like I said, it doesn't need to be that guided in a sense. You just, like we're going to have, you know, usually it's pretty quiet now. There's not so many of us here, but usually after the dinner break, there'll probably be a few more people here, and the chanting will get a little bit louder, and you'll know what I'm saying, that you'll be able to just, you know, even if you just want to sit quietly and listen, you know, that'll be your meditation experience. And although we're all together, doing it all together, each person will be experiencing something different, just according to how open you're going to be. You know. So if somebody's mind is really giving them a hard time and they're worried and they're thinking, oh, worried about this, and what is this? What is this Krishna sound they're making, or the Gokula, what's that? What is it? And the mind is thinking. Then, of course, you're not going to be so relaxed. So I'll just try and mention, you know, again, that, you know, we just, you know, I like to encourage people to just relax and not worry about it. This is an age-old practice. This meditation practice has been taught for countless thousands of years. I've been doing it myself for like 40 years, which is, and I haven't gone crazy or anything. You know, I'm relatively sane. I can, you know, I've got a lot of faults, but I'm able to converse on a reasonably rational level most of the time. So, and I can tell you from my own experience, this for me, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life. Not only has it not been a negative, it's been a huge positive. It's helped me so much because it's given me an understanding of, you know, so many things. You know, who, like, you know, just go back to that point of craziness. I shouldn't throw the word around too much, but who is actually, what's another word instead of crazy? Who is mentally imbalanced? Let's try and put it nicely. Who has got mental turbulence going on? Who has that? People with mental turbulence are people who are uncertain of what they're doing. They're uncertain of their place. They don't know who they are. You know, oh, they don't know what they're doing. Oh, should I do this? Should I do that? What am I doing? So on and so forth. And this creates a lot of turbulence in the mind. And this is the very reason why a lot of people take up meditation, isn't it? You know, people want to try and, maybe not from exactly that unique case I was mentioning, but in a general sense, everybody is wanting to, you know, meditate. You know, so many people take up meditation because they want to, you know, experience more calmness in their life. You know, they want a bit more stability. And it's a fact. So if you take up meditation, even now, I can mention now there's different kinds of meditation, and when I'm saying that, I'm using meditation in a really super general sense. That if you focus your mind in some way, you'll experience calmness. You know, it can be anything. Really, it can be anything. Oh, you know, I'm turbulent. My mind, let's go see the sunset. Let's go drive to the beach or the park. And because your mind is being taken away from whatever turbulence is going on in your own particular situation, each one of us has our own unique situation in life. This is called the technique of distraction, basically. And it can be anything. Some people, you know, I've got to put some music on. Or I'm going to, you know, forget my troubles. Okay, I'm going to watch the movie. Or I'm going to do whatever it may be. There's different, so many different avenues for distraction. Is that okay? And that can be called, in a general sense, that can be called meditation. And each one of us here has their own unique ways according to, you know, different influences you've, you know, that have, acted on you in some way, or you might hear somebody give a talk about, say, they have different sounds that you can meditate on, and they have distraction. The difference is with this kind of meditation, it's not just an ordinary distraction. This is like the ultimate distraction. This is a spiritual distraction. It's not even distraction's not the right word. In this case, it means to, what we're really talking about is tuning into that which is real and really relevant for our situation, which is to tune into our spiritual nature. So in a sense, you can use the word distraction because we're so immersed in, so many different things in this world. So we need to redirect our attention. You can use the word redirect. So, in a very, in a deeper sense, meditation means to redirect your mind away from things which are, in some cases not really helpful, in some other cases utterly destructive practices. People do. Isn't that true? People, in their attempts to be satisfied, people do some really destructive things to themselves. I mean, we've all seen it. I was driving down Hoddle Street the other day, and, there's all these people out on the sidewalk, drinking and so on. There's, probably a lot of us have done at one point in our lives. And there was one guy, he was so out of it. He was so drunk that he was right on the verge of this is Hoddle Street, traffic. And he was practically falling into the traffic, and his friends were trying to hold him up. So why would a person do that? Why I did that in the past, stuff like that. Why would I do it? Because I didn't know any better. I'm saying we do stupid things to try to, because we don't understand where to direct our mind. We end up, well, whatever. And a friend comes, says, let's go and do this thing, and we go, yeah, okay. I don't know if you've had that. It's quite common in Australia. In different places, I don't know. I think it's pretty common everywhere, actually. But so this meditation is different. It's not just a superficial distraction like, let's go and let's be really peaceful. Yeah, we're not going to go to the pub. We're going to go to the beach, and we're going to all sit and be peaceful at the beach. Yeah, that's good. That's better. But it's still on the material plane. When we're chanting these yoga mantras, these sounds, Krishna, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Om, Hari Om, so many different mantras. Actually here, there's many mantras here. We just keep it kind of simple. We chant, certain mantras that, in my case, that I've received from my teacher through our disciplic line of teaching, yoga teaching. And so we focus on these sounds because they are spiritual sounds that are, and they're all referring to the original cause of everything. One of the ways, I've mentioned this a few times in the last few weeks, I can say it again, because it's a nice way to understand in a broader sense what meditation is. Where we can all be compared. This is a really nice analogy to help you understand, what meditation is and how much it can help benefit us. So the example is that we're all like leaves on the tree. You imagine the whole universe full of living entities, and each living entity, every single living being is compared to like a leaf on this universal tree. And in yoga teaching, it's described there's a source to this tree. This tree is called, there's an original cause to the tree. And even material science, they have that kind of thinking, with the, slight differences, but the general idea is the same, with the Big Bang theory, Everything comes from an original cause. So, but in any case, in yoga teaching, it's described in a similar kind of way, that there is a seed or a root from which all spiritual and material, all energies come, and there's material and spiritual energy. And so we're like leaves on that tree. We're talking, is that okay? Because, it's really, in current times, there's so much divisiveness in the world. There's all this, there's all this talk about racism these days, and there's arguments about what's the best kind of health care, and people are getting really, they're not just discussing it in a rational kind of way. Like, people are getting really agitated and angry about it, to the point where if anybody disagrees with you, you're considered to be not just another person who's disagreeing with me, you're like a evil person. This is sort of gradually creeping into the social discourse kind of thing, the public discourse. Is that right? Is anybody picking up on that a little bit? It's going on, I've given this example before, many years ago, when I was younger and you'd see the parliamentary debates in Australia, they'd have their political disagreements. The Labor Party, the Liberal Party, they'd have their political disagreements, and, but afterwards they'd go and, have dinner together. Isn't that right? Someone's nodding there. They'd go and have dinner together, and no big deal. We disagree on this political thing, but we can still be friends and have discourse. But now it's getting to the point where, if you disagree with somebody about some issue, you become the enemy. It's like they want to destroy you. Maybe I watch the news too much. They have an expression called in the United States. They have an expression for it called cancel culture. Anybody heard of that? Do they have that in Australia? I don't pay. Yeah, they do. It's kind of like if you disagree with someone politically, they want to destroy you. So this is different. So things are getting there's a lot of divisiveness, and so, like we've mentioned, in the last couple of weeks and some of our talks, this idea of, that we're all, each one of us is like a leaf on this universal tree. And it's a really nice way to understand it. And by taking that kind of understanding on board, what happens? It makes it so that you can transcend all the divisiveness. You can still have your differences of opinion, but you won't want to destroy the person necessarily. You can still have your difference of opinion, but you'll still have respect for them, like, oh yes, you're my relative. Although, gee, this analogy's run its course, hasn't it? Because, in some cases, even families have split up. I've heard of that. And differences of opinion have caused, with the COVID situation, that families have split up over these differences of opinion about it. So, generally in my, my kind of, now that I've brought it up, my kind of attitude to it was, well, everybody do what you want to do as far as your healthcare goes and have your own political opinion, but the main point is to try and tune into this to this understanding that we're all spiritually equal, the same. We're all related in that sense, and that's what this tree analogy, shows when the yogis of olden times, put forward this analogy. The idea was to show that, people want to have universal brotherhood and, civility, and that's how it's done, to realise that, you're not black. You're not really black, or you've got a black body, but it doesn't matter. And I've got a white body, so-called. It's not white, but whatever it is. That doesn't matter either. Or someone's got a different kind of body. All the different bodies, it doesn't matter. Does it really matter? Really? No, it doesn't matter. Because in the truest sense, we are all like leaves on that tree. We're all on the tree, no matter what kind of body we got, no matter what our politics are, no matter what our opinions are, no matter what our sex is or our gender is or any of that. So this is how meditation can really help everybody. Instead of, just being immersed in all these problems and disagreements and so on and so forth. You can still have them, but at the same time do it in a sort of an even-minded way without making it, the end of the world kind of thing. Because, ultimately what we are, we're all equally spiritual in essence. We're all children of the Supreme. We're all got our place in the universe. And so this is the real gift of meditation. It can help us tune into that more. And what else happens? You can look at this and you can play with this analogy. Anybody, take this analogy home and see with you and think about it, meditate it in your own way. If you think about that and you realise, oh yeah, like we're all leaves on this tree, then immediately you don't need to, like during COVID again, apparently, from what I read, a lot of people were suffering because they were locked away, especially people on their own, they were just locked away and suffering because of, that. And people were experiencing loneliness. But, if you, they couldn't meet their friends and so on. But if you, again, you take this analogy, if you take this on board and see that's how life is, or that's the actual situation, where's the question of ever being lonely again? This person, we're all in the same family in a sense, spiritually speaking. This is just, and it's not just, you have to be in this room. No, you go out in the street, they're in your family. Every living entity is all part of it. So where's the question of loneliness? And security, people are concerned about security. If you take this on board, there's your security right there. Your spiritual security is assured. Because, your material situation, that's going to be the security we get from that is only going to be temporary. Anybody going to live for more than 100? Can anybody guarantee it? Anybody want to live to more than 100? Not really. Your body's... So on the material level, to summary, I'm going over time. To summarise, on the material level, look at, there's so many problems. There's so many problems, not with our own personal life, with our interactions, with our arguments, and so on and so forth. Political arguments, racial arguments, gender arguments, this, that. So many arguments. And as soon as you take on board this spiritual understanding, it's all just left behind. Yeah, we can still dabble and talk about it a little bit. I do, but the main point is you tune into this spiritual reality that we're all children of the Supreme, and this meditation helps us get there and experience it more and more. As my teacher once put it, I'll just finish with this beautiful analogy that my teacher explained it. It's like, just like a lotus flower. You know, if you go to the botanical gardens or somewhere where they have these lotus ponds, just like a lotus, beautiful lotus flower grows from the dark, murky waters of a pond. Similarly, through meditation and tuning into our spiritual nature, we can just transcend the material pond. Isn't that right? You can see those ponds. You don't want to go swimming in there. It's all mucky and muddy and stuff. But the most beautiful flower comes out of it. So that's what this meditation can deliver. And is that all right? So that's one explanation. There's many kind of, like I'm saying, there's a lot of different explanations, but that's one way to understand meditation. And the point is, you know, sometimes people try to solve all the different problems of our lives. You know, there's so many problems. Each one of us has got problems, different problems. So, you know, we're all trying to solve it. But really, the problems of material life are never going to be solved. It's just the nature of the temporary material station. You're never going to satisfy everybody. You're never going to fix every problem, either personally or socially. But what you can do is transcend the problems. That's what spiritual realization means. You're not going to fix everything, but you transcend it. Just like that murky pond from which the lotus comes out of, it's still there. But you're not so worried about it anymore. So we're going to have lots more. I'll stop now and we'll chant for a little bit of meditation while they bring the dinner out. We'll have a break and then we'll have more chanting after. And we'll see how we go, and hopefully, you know, everybody will have a nice experience with this Kirtan meditation. Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Madana, Mohana. Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana, Mohana. Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana, Mohana. Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana, Mohana. Gopala, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Okay, so let's have our break and we'll be back a little bit later. How it's going to be. All right, cool. So yeah, simple. Just relax in the sound of the mantras, and we definitely encourage you to reply, because it's really awesome when we get everyone's chanting together. So cool. But yeah, still you're welcome just to sit and focus on the sound of the mantras, and you may want to close your eyes, which takes away any visual distractions, and yeah. All right. I'm going to start off just offering respects to my spiritual master. Namo Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Prestaya, Bhutale, Srimati Siddhasvarapananda, Paramahamsa Iti Namine, Namo Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Prestaya, Bhutale, Srimati Siddhasvarapananda, Asa Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Gadadha, Shri Vasadi, Gopakta Vrinda. Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana, Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana, Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana, Gopala Govinda
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana, Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Now together. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Keep going. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana. One more time. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So I'd like to invite Jiva Krishnadas to come forward. Cool. And our resident harmonium player, Beck.
What's that?
Now you know who adjusts the mic.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we're going to continue in that sort of mellow kind of mood. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. How's everybody travelling? Sleep, just stay in this little groove? Anybody, nobody's feeling restless and they want to get up and shake it out? No? We have just one. Okay. Well, we'll try. Special request. Get it? Okay, we'll see how we go. Don't feel pressured, but you know, if you feel like rocking it out a little bit, that's fine. Okay, we'll try this. I only know really one rocky tune, so I think everybody knows it. Gokula, Govinda. Gopala, Gopala, Govinda, Govinda, Gopala, Gopala, Govinda, Govinda, Gopala, Gopala, Govinda, Govinda, Gopala, Gopala, Govinda, Govinda, Gopala, Gopala, Govinda, Govinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Okay. Namaste, everybody. Thank you. Sorry to bring proceedings to a close, but that's the way it goes. So yeah, we'll be here again next week, I think, and just once again, can't say it enough. Thank you one and all, each and every person for coming here. Make it a very special celebration. That's what this is. It's not just meditation. It's a celebration. It's a celebration of our spiritual nature and our relationship with the divine. And sometimes we celebrate very loudly and go crazy. We didn't quite do that tonight. And sometimes we celebrate very slowly. And either way, it's all good. So, namaste. I think